Guys, welcome back. You join me on another walk around the streets of Hull. And today we are joined by some friends. And it's going to be a nice little social outing. But before we start that, it's always worth starting the day with a coffee. Because today, as you can see out through that window, it is rather dull and gloomy. And instantly, black and white is the way forward. So we are joined today, as I said, with a group of friends, and it's really nice to have Jonathan join us on the streets all the way over from Lisbon. Make sure you go and check out his channel, and as always, the one and only David Flower. The bloke is an absolute genius behind the camera, and as you can see, he is using something very special today, so I look forward to seeing his video coming out soon. Yeah, as we mentioned, gloomy, dull. Weather looks horrendous. It's been a while since I've been out. It's been 2 or 3 weeks now. So the plan of action today was to just enjoy it. Meet with some new friends, with some old friends, and just see what it is we can do. So instantly then, looking around, what we're going to do is just get a few sample shots and just get in the presence of it, get in the moment and just see how we're feeling and what's working. And out of all these pigeons, this is probably the only one that actually worked. Moving over then, we've come up to this railing down here, and instantly I've got this thing at the moment where I'm just really enjoying taking low images from the walkway of people's feet and legs. I like the movement of it, I like the composition of it. Managed to get a couple of photos at the beginning, and then I've done the stupid thing of looking at my settings and missed the opportunity of these 2 individuals walking by with white trainers, which would have made for a fantastic black and white. So sometimes you just have to just wait out. Don't always try and look at the images you've instantly taken because you'll miss opportunities like that. So out of all the photos then took for this burst shot, there's 2 that kind of popped out, that stood out for me, that kind of worked. First of all, this one here with the one gentleman and his walking trainers. It's one of them images that I feel works. It's not, again, an award winner. There's nothing fantastic about it, but it was a really nice photo just to get into the swing of things. The second one then definitely felt a lot better. The overall image for this one seems to be a lot cleaner for me. I like the reflection on the right hand side of the work going on behind us. And again, overall, the darkness of the individual in the middle just draws your eye into it. And for me, it just works really well as a street photo, as a black and white. And just overall, yeah, it's an image I quite like, and I'm quite happy with how it came out. So as we were making our way down the streets, and I saw this woman in front of us coming towards me, and I was really hoping she'd walk past this window here, and I was wanting to use 2 of these windows as a bit of a reflection. And again, overall, the settings are quite basic, straight into aperture priority, probably shooting at an f5 at this one, but again, the image there, it works. I like the movement of the individual walking from the right to left. It shows direction, it shows a purpose, it's got a bit of a story of where she come from, where she going. It's quite typical, and again, it is one of them, I would say, typical street photography photos. I'm trying to still find my way with regards to how I like to frame my photos, what I like to get into a photo. I'm slowly getting better at that with the thought process, but this one was definitely a quick turn and shoot kind of photo. Now, by no means am I a architecture kind of photographer. I do like to dabble, and I like to challenge myself every time I go out. I'm trying to get this archway in a bit of a nice and frame, as you can sort of see into the camera there. Now, this gentleman on the left hand side of me, I was really hoping he was going to walk into the center of it, because it would have worked really well. Sadly, he didn't, and the images I got of him, he was out of focus and they didn't work. This was the best one by far that I got out of probably 12 shots. Bearing in mind, throughout the whole day, I think I did over 300 photos, and there's probably 8 that are worthy to show you. So I'm looking forward to showing you more as we go through this video. But I'm definitely happy with how this one came out for a photo that I don't normally take, to be fair, when I go out. I do like the church in the window up at the top, just starting to come through there. It gives it a real nice depth feel on this photo. Now, all of these shops have a real good opportunity to kind of have a nice reflection coming out of them. I am a big fan of a flat cap. this instantly, as soon as I saw it, it shouted to me. And everything I seem to shoot is in a kind of vertical orientation, so I gave it a go with a bit of horizontal, and these are two of the images that came out. Let me know which one you think came out better. As we're having a bit of a gather then, the chaps had a bit of a photo frame in mind for a few people that are walking past. And I saw this on the right hand side, Hong Kong. Now this is probably one or two of my most favourite photos from the day. Very happy with the composition of this one. I really like how it's really subtle of Jonathan over there taking a photo. It just seemed everything sort of balanced out quite nicely in this. So we're probably halfway through the day now. The weather still hasn't broken through like we had planned. We was really hoping for a bit of sunshine by now, but all day it was overcast and gloomy. Inspiration throughout the day then was quite tough. It was a really difficult day to find anything that kind of come to mind. There was nothing really obvious to photo. It was a really challenging day that I really had to it made me think a lot about composition. It made me think about what could work or what didn't work, and I liked the idea of this bike rack. The circle of it seemed to draw the eye really nicely towards the bike. For me, this works really well. I like the leading line of this. With the circle bike rack, it draws your eye directly to the center of the frame where the bike is, and everything else is really nice and soft around it. It works really well. I'm very happy with how this came out, and as I say, this was probably one or two of the best photos from today's session. So looking around then, as I mentioned, today was really difficult. I'm looking for reflections. I'm looking for anything out of the ordinary. I'm looking for something that may work, that may not. Now this photo here in front sort of just popped out the corner of my eye. At first I wasn't sure if it would work, but actually I'm quite impressed with how it came out, and yeah, and it's made the shortlist. Now this is a really nice spot that I like to come to. I like the staircase here. We get quite a bit of foot traffic, and again I'm just playing around with kind of angles, with levels. So what I'm trying to aim to do here is, I know there's a big group of people that are about to walk down, and again I'm just aiming for the different shots with regards to feet and legs, playing with the levels and just seeing what works best. Now out of this, again, I think I got about 20 photos, and 2 or 3 made the cut for this, but guys, let me know which one you think works. And after a hard day shooting, there's nothing like meeting up with a little pup and having a bit of a stroke and a cuddle. It's been a tough one today. Not every day on the street is easy. No photo is perfect, but overall, it's been a great day out with old friends, new friends, some lucky photos. And guys, until next time, happy snapping.